But there's over 24,000 people living with dementia in Hampshire, so it is something that is really important, and that we just really need to raise as much money as possible to support people to live well with dementia for as long as they possibly can.
My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's this year in February, so we're at early stages with it, and just to support the society because they support us greatly.
I'm doing it for my mum. She was diagnosed 3 years ago. My nan also had it many years ago, about 20 years ago. Nothing was really known about the disease, and now that things like this are going on, it's making it more recognisable and people kind of understand what it's all about. It's not just about forgetting, it's a whole lot of issues that go with it too. So it's nice to see everyone together and supporting everyone and know that everyone else is going through the same kind of thing. It's good.
So there are 850,000 people living with dementia in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and our main things that we're looking for is for people to get a diagnosis of dementia. So if they have concern about dementia, to go and visit their GP as soon as possible. But also we are there to support every step of the way once someone has a diagnosis. So through our services such as our Dementia Support Worker programme, where our support workers can go and visit somebody in their own home to give them support about maybe accessing different services, accessing benefits, and just some emotional support as well as they go through their journey of dementia.
My mother's currently in a unhappy situation. We've just sold the family home, which was happening anyway. It took 2 years, and she's a bit unstable at the moment and is falling a lot, and she's fallen the last fortnight, so we're just looking into some respite for her privately because it can't be funded otherwise, and we're waiting for appointments for occupational therapy, physiotherapy and the Falls Clinic and so on, and we are supported by the local GP, and she's early onset, and so she's got Alzheimer's medication, which is a patch, and that really works and it's really helpful, prescribed by the elderly unit Haven in Oak Park Community Clinic, and they're wonderful as well. And then Bonnie's mother is further down the line, and so she's in a home.
Yeah, I've looked after my mum for about 10 months, and obviously she became a bit of a danger to herself, so we had to make the really hard decision of putting her in a home. But she's looked after 24/7. She does get really good care, and she is kind of happy now. She's gone out the stage where she kind of doesn't really know where she is, and she doesn't really know people, so she's in her own little world. She's quite happy, but you can go to bed at night and sleep and know that she's looked after and that you're doing the best you can for her. And the time that I actually spend with her now is quality time, whereas before it was kind of giving her medication, getting her dressed, washing her and feeding her, and it was you're anxious because when you go home you're worrying what she's doing at night, and she'd often go outside not knowing where she is and wouldn't know if it's night or day. So now you can relax and know she's been looked after, and she's quite happy with herself now, so yeah.
We have Hampshire Alzheimer's Society, and we have offices all across that area. So we have a Dementia Support Worker programme which operates across that entire area, and we've got a Dementia Advisory programme in Portsmouth and in the New Forest as well, where we provide support for people living with dementia. We also have support groups like Singing for the Brain, which are amazing groups for people to come together to really feel that they can build friendships through those groups, and to celebrate kind of coming together and getting support.